just returned from Uganda. I'm very hungry, so I bought meat pie from Creamy Inn and also mango juice. When I came, my Airbnb has been given to somebody. So it took me a long time down there with the security until my host got this new apartment for me. So I had a very hectic trip, about 15-16 hours. And when I came, I said, let me take this pie and this drink so that I can rest. So after eating, I will quickly take you through my room tour. I'll rest the whole day and prepare to return back to Ghana. So, ciao. Be on guard. Once I finish eating, I'll give you a room tour, then I'll take a rest. So, I've just finished eating, and I want to give you a room tour of my new Airbnb when I came from Uganda. Someone is occupying my old Airbnb, so I was given this new Airbnb, so I want to give you a room tour. Like I said, when I came from Uganda, my first apartment has been given to someone. So a new studio like this was given to me, and this is how it's in the same property, so they look almost the same. There's a mini fridge here. And this is the kitchen. On the right side, this is the kitchen, and this is how the kitchen looks like. You have a stove. You have a stove here. You have a toaster. You have microwave in case you have to heat something. You have a kettle. Then there's a two pots of sink. Then where you put your plates after washing them. So this is how this place comes. That's where the cylinder is. These other things are here. So basically, when you have rubbish, you put it here. So this is how. So the cutleries are here in case you need cutlery to eat. Here, napkins. And here is a hand sanitizer at this thing. So at the top here too, you have the cups in case you need cups. It comes with all those things. You don't have to go and look for any or bring anything. Just carry your bag and come. So that's the blender. The blender is here in case you have anything to blend. These are your cups in case you need any cup. This is how it looks like. So that's my new Airbnb. So this is the other side of the where they keep plates in case you have to use the plates. So there's also a television here, a very big flat screen with a cabinet, side cabinets. There's nothing much there, and small decor, this thing. And in the middle of the Airbnb, you have your study table. When we travel, as backpackers, what we do is if you have videos to edit, you edit your videos here. When it's time for you to eat too, you convert the same desk into what? You convert the same desk into your dining table. So that's how it is. Then you have one couch here, one couch, and a center table with a carpet on the other side of the hall. Yeah, so this is how this side also look. Then that's the curtains for that's the curtains at the hall. That's a beautiful and nice curtains at the hall. And so from the balcony, this is how the outside looks like. From the balcony, this is how the outside look like. Later I'll go outside and you will see how the outside look like. Then at the back of the couch is your room. So that's how they build the studio. Anyone who wants to build an apartment, as I travel, I get a lot of ideas in case you want to build and rent just one room, then you do all these things in. It's a very good idea that I have gotten. It's not now you are building 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, one, the studio just comes like this. So that's my bed from far. This is my bed. There are towels here, extra towels, then side cabinet, all in one room. And this is my wardrobe. So you see my bag in the wardrobe, my neck pillow. Then the other side is the other side of the wardrobe is a mirror. So the wardrobe starts from the top. So if you have heavy things, big traveling bags, you pack them at the top there, then it comes down. So all this, as I show it, I want you to know how much you are going to pay in case you are traveling to a place like Kenya. And I also give you an idea as to, once we all have plans of in future going to real estate, you know how the studio rooms comes, how they look like. And okay, so there is the washroom here. So let's go to the washroom. This is how the washroom looks like. This is how the washroom looks like. When you enter straight, the potty is there. They have nice towels. This is where the extra tea roll is, and the air freshener. The tea roll itself is put here. Then this is when you enter, there is a mirror. So this is the mirror. I see myself, as you can also see me because of the mirror. Then there's a small sink here, nice sink. You can keep things here like washing, detergent and other things. You keep them here. So that's how it looks like. And on the other side is the shower. So that's the shower. The shower always comes with a heater. So if you're somebody, Nairobi weather is very cold, so you definitely have to use a water heater. And most of the apartments that I have, Airbnb that I have rented, they all come with heater, which is very good. So basically, that's how it looks. So that's the washroom for you. That's the washroom. If you want to flush, flush from here. So they also have a small dustbin if you have something to hang. It's also hang here. Let me put it back before they say Philip has come from Ghana to spoil something. Okay, so that's how it was. So basically, That's how the washroom looks like. The left side is where the shower is, and the right side is the mirror, and the middle is where the potty is. So with a doormat in front of the house. So these are simple ideas that we can use in future if you want to go into Airbnb, or you want to build studio apartments. The balcony, you have normally they have the washing machine at the balcony and drying line, and also how do we say, sometimes ironing board. So depend upon how big the balcony, you see the mop and everything, mop bucket and everything is kept at the balcony. So from the balcony, this is how it looks. So from my back, you see how the balcony looks like. So that's how it looks like. So from behind, when you see from my balcony, that's how it looks like at the back. All apartments with people. So most of the time, most of their buildings are apartment in the city, everywhere, apartment. It's not like Ghana that everybody builds something small. Everybody builds something small. It's apartment. For me, having your individual house with your own garden, with everything, is the best. But sometimes looking at the population and the people, if we all say that we are going to build in a small silo, it will not help the country. So there is always pro and cons for everything. There is pro and con. That is what we should know. So that's how it is. So from the front view of my apartment room, you see the other apartment. So there are apartments all over the place. I'm enjoying banana. How do you hot this? So this is my short distance to you. That when you come to Kenya, this is how it looks like. And my studio, the room I just showed you, the kitchen, the bathroom, this thing, it's about $34 per night. About $34 per night, which is cool. For Uganda, there's a little similarity between Ghana and Uganda. The struggle, the hustling, the flooding, there's a little similarity. There's that whatever they have, if it comes to flooding, Ghana's own is more abundant. If it comes to hustling, I see there's a whole lot of hustling also in Uganda. And another thing that amused me, that was a culture shock to me, was there. Almost every security guard in Uganda has a gun. So wherever you go and there's a security post and there's a security man, the security man has a gun. So it's not like Ghana that you only see policeman with a gun, but there you see everywhere, especially the banks and the places where, like Ghana, we have security guards, private security companies. Everyone has a gun. Everyone, they all have a gun, and that's it. Something fascinating, But what was going through my mind is a hustler that you have given gun. Are they paying these people well? Have they trained these people? Because everywhere, almost every shop, everywhere you go, there is a security man with a gun. If they are 5, they are all holding guns, or 2 or 3 or 4 they are holding guns. And that is something very interesting. That is something. And the motorbikes, that's Boda. In Ghana we call Okada. Very chaotic. I was nearly hit by a car. They are just coming from every angle. They are just coming from every angle. For me, I see Okada more. I think we should find a way to develop our transport system that we can take Okada out. There's nothing wrong with Okada, but Okada being handled by people who are hungry. They are very aggressive. They are in a hurry. They are, it's chaotic. Even in Nairobi here, it's chaotic. Even in Ghana, it's chaotic. I think if we can develop our transport system very well so that there will be less Okada, I think that it will be better for all of us. That's my little observation I saw at this thing, Uganda. For Uganda, I had a very restful this thing. The plan was to move from Uganda to Rwanda. I was 6 hours to Rwanda. However, if I was not careful, because the bus moves in the night instead of in the morning, I was short of this. And if I had continued to Rwanda, I might miss my flight. So I decided that, okay, I'll put Rwanda on hold. So I decided to put Rwanda on hold. So in future, one day, I'll come to Rwanda. So at least I've seen Addis Ababa, I've seen Nairobi, I have seen Kampala, I've seen Mombasa. Excuse me. So if God permits, before the end of the year, I do Ivory Coast or Lagos, Nigeria or Cote d'Ivoire. I will do one of them. Then at least I've captured about 4 countries. Then if God permits, this is the plan for the channel. If God permits, next year Thailand is coming. Thailand is on the board. Sri Lanka is on the board, and India is on the board. Thailand was also not on my list, but I met a white lady who has stayed in Ghana and she told me that I will love Thailand as a Ghanaian. I will love Thailand. So she won't talk much. I should just add Thailand too. So I'm going to Thailand, I'm going to India, and I'm going to Sri Lanka. Then later, if all things go well, either Zimbabwe or Rwanda, they are all for next year. So that is the plan for the channel. So see you, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to support me financially, and don't forget to share my videos. Ciao, bye. I've been roaming for food since I came to Nairobi. I've not had rice. I think I had rice in Mombasa, which was very nice. So I was in my apartment and I realized that I was hungry. So I've been combing the whole city trying to look for a place to eat. And I found this thing, an amazing place. So I'm going to try their food, biryani or something. It's like jollof and chicken. So let the food come and let's see. Entry for my food. My first time I'm going to try rice in Nairobi. Let's see how the rice will go. Very nice local rice. And pineapple juice is in. Here, whenever they serve any drink, they always add straw to it. Not like Ghana where you just bring the juice. They always add straw. How good it is. It's correct. It says that the sugar is too much for me. It's nice. Very nice one there. Building of new apartments. So the noise is coming from this angle. People are building more apartments for their citizens. So the noise is coming from the apartments. Show kindness, count your blessing, work hard, stay humble, forgive always, love daily, and love forever. Food is in. They say it's called chicken biryani, then hot pepper and mild pepper, then biryani, chicken biryani. So let me taste it and see how it will go. So this is what I'm taking in the local restaurant. It seems like colored rice and chicken stew. Colored rice and chicken stew. Just that it's very spicy. Like a lot of curry powder or something. So it's nice. I don't know how the rice is orange, but I think it's okay. You're invited. Come and let's enjoy. This cat also wants some of the food, so I gave it a little bit. You want more? I finished all my food. Empty plate. Almost empty. I'm full. It's almost empty. I really enjoyed it. I'm full. The food was served in a local bowl, and the side pepper too in a wooden bowl. And the spoon container also is a wooden. Everything was very local, very nice. Nice artwork. So after finishing my food, I'm going back to my Airbnb. Have a good rest and prepare for tomorrow, so that tomorrow I can join my flight and head towards Ghana. Kenya is very impressive when it comes to buildings, building high-rising buildings, skyscrapers all over is being built, which is very good. It creates a lot of job for the boys. It gives the construction guys opportunity to earn something in their pocket, and it's very impressive. I hope other West African countries will take a clue from it, because almost everywhere you experience or you see high-rising buildings all over the place. Everywhere you walk, high-rising buildings all over the place, apartments. That will be enough. Is it the Chinese people that are building? I see some few Chinese people around, but when you get to the buildings, you see it's the Kenyans who are building. But I don't know whether the engineers are Chinese people. The buildings are very mega and very modern buildings. So I wonder, but it's impressive. They are doing very well. Whether the Chinese in collaboration with the Kenyans, they are doing very impressive. And that is good. That is good. That is amazingly good. So that is good. So my neighborhood here is very quiet neighborhood. Very quiet neighborhood. And one thing I want everybody to know in life is that in life, everything is possible. You just have to psychic your mind. You just have to psychic your mind and believe that everything is possible. If you don't psychic your mind and you go with that old mentality that is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible? You have to believe that is possible. Like, I decided to travel. At the beginning, the question that will be coming into your mind is, where are you going to get the money from? How are you going to do this? All the problems, questions will be coming to your mind that, hey, is it possible? Can I do it? But you have to believe in yourself. And once you believe in yourself, the opportunity will also come. And once the opportunity comes, you will be able to do a whole lot for yourself. Just believe in yourself, believe in God, that all things are possible. All things are possible. As individuals, as a nation, whatever we want to do in life, we should tell ourselves that this thing that I want to do is possible. This thing that I want to do is possible. If you think it's not possible, you will not achieve it. But if you think it's possible, you achieve it. So as individuals, as nation, as corporate bodies, we should believe that everything in this life is possible. You have to put your mind to it that this thing can be done and work towards it. Once you work towards it, if you look at the problem, where is the money coming from? How am I going to achieve this? You will never achieve anything in life. So don't look at the problem. Ask the question, how can this be done? How can this be done? Once you ask the right questions, the right answers will come. Because once I decided that I want to travel around the world, then the first question that will come into your mind is, where are you going to get the money from? What are you going to do? Where are you going to sleep? A whole lot of questions will come into your mind. But they are good questions that needs to be answered. So the fact that you ask yourself those questions does not mean that it's a problem. The question needs to be answered. And once you answer these questions, you will see that, everything is going according to plan. Everything is going to. But if you don't ask, if you take the questions as a problem and it tells you that you cannot make it, you can't make it. So I said, I want to travel around the world. How do I do it? One, I have to study. I have to read. I have to look for backpackers, people who travel without money, people who travel with less money. There are certain guys that, a husband and a wife that Marwa interviewed in one of the countries. And they have been traveling for about 18 months. They've been traveling for about 18 months without money. Then I said, wow, how can somebody be traveling for 18 months without money? And they try to explain how they do it. They try to explain. And once they explain, you get to know that, this thing is possible. This thing is possible. So once you study, you learn from people who have done it, and you precondition your mind to it, you can also make it. So let's keep this in mind. This is my small advice as I walk through my neighborhood. So, as I said, when I was on my way coming, everything is possible. And in life, there are challenges. Let me give you one of the fascinating or one of the interesting challenges I faced. I was supposed to access my YouTube money about 2 or 3 months ago. So the whole plan was to, I save a little money, then I'll use the YouTube money to do what? To do the traveling. And the moment it was time for me to access the money, it became a challenge. Up to now, I've not been able to access the money. So this is a typical problem that that I have to confront. And once I cannot access this money, that means it will be almost impossible, or it will be difficult for me to do what? To travel. Because, it will be difficult for me to travel. Because the money that I have to use to travel has been locked up. And now YouTube has locked that money, and they've put all adverts off my channel or my videos because they say I'm not accessing the money. And the problem is that I'm finding it difficult to access the money. So then they have to cut me off. So this is a good opportunity for me to say I will not travel, or a good opportunity for me to say I've stopped YouTube, or a good opportunity for me to say this thing it doesn't work. However, once I've planned traveling, and according to the plan, I was either supposed to travel around West Africa, around Ghana. In case the money doesn't come, I'll have to travel around Ghana. But the main plan was that if I have the YouTube money, then I can travel, I can do the East Africa road trip. But with God, all things are possible. Look at me. I've not been able to access the YouTube money, but I am in East Africa visiting East Africa. So I didn't allow those challenges to stop me, but they did what? They rather pushed me. So that is how life is. Life challenges will come. The challenges should not stop you, but they should move you forward. How do they move you forward? You ask the right questions. How can this be done? How can I do this? How can I do that? Those questions you will always find answers to those questions. So now that I have conquered East Africa, I have to go to Asia, I have to go to India, I have to go to Thailand, I have to go to Sri Lanka and Singapore and all those things. How is the money coming? How am I going to do this? I don't know, but it's the same formula. The faith that I used to endure, or the faith that I used to apply to, so that the little money that I have, I can survive on little money. I've realized that you can use that same faith to believe God for bigger things. So most of the time we apply the faith in a way that, oh, I have this little, I have faith that this thing, I can survive on this. And by through that faith, you are able to survive on that. But I've matured in the word and Christianity to know that the same level of faith that you used to endure or to do little things, or to depend on little things, or let me give you an example. It's the beginning of the month. You don't have enough money. You have maybe $100 or 100 cedis on you. You have faith that you can manage this money, and you will do something, you will manage up to the end of the month until your next paycheck comes. But I've realized that that same faith that you use to manage that little money, you can also apply that faith, the same faith, to get bigger things. So now I've stopped from applying faith in certain areas, and I'm trying to learn how to apply faith in higher levels. So yes, there are challenges. I have challenges. My money is locked up with YouTube, but that will not stop me. I have to move forward because I believe that with God, all things are possible. So this is a little advice I give to my subscribers. I give to anyone that comes to this channel. Believe whatever is your heart, whatever is on your heart, whatever you desire to achieve in this life, believe, work at it, and it shall be possible. Ciao. Bye.
You are extremely bad. People in jail got gifts. People, it makes no difference where they are. If they came into this earth, a gift was put inside of them.
It's sad to say goodbye at a moment like this. It's very sad to say goodbye, but this is what we go through as travelers. A time comes when you have to leave and you have to say goodbye to the country. I am leaving Nairobi today. I'm going to the airport to pick my flight back to Ghana, and it's very sad I'm leaving Nairobi, but I was very happy and very pleased to be in Nairobi according to the plan of the channel. By the grace of God, I was able to achieve this plan, and I'm so grateful for that. That is my bag, fully packed and ready to move to the airport. I have some fruits here, banana and apple, in case I get hungry before the flight. So I am living. It's so sad. My short distance has finally come to an end. My short visit. It's so sad that my short visit has finally come to an end. Today has been, I'm going to miss this view of Kenya from my balcony, and that view from my balcony I'm going to miss, and that view from my balcony. But today it has been raining the whole day. It has been, in the morning it was foggy, and it became foggy and gloomy. Now it's a bit gloomy, and the weather is fine. I hope it becomes okay for our flight. So ciao, and see you as we go to the next country. Guess which country it is? Ghana. I'm done with check-in, so we are just waiting for our time so that we can board the plane to Ethiopia. So I'm done with check-in. I'm in the waiting room. So I'm in Addis Ababa waiting for, it's a Nairobi waiting to pick a plane to Addis Ababa. I'm in Nairobi waiting to pick a plane to Addis Ababa. I've done with my check-in, and I'm in the waiting room so that the plane will come. I don't know whether that's the plane standing there, but they are just waiting for our time so that we'll board the plane. So see you in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. I'm in the plane, and I'm going to board our plane. So we are in a queue, boarding our plane to Addis Ababa. You can follow him? Okay. We are now going to board our plane to Addis Ababa.
It's really hot. That's why I'm suspecting it's going to rain.
Oh,
This, you know how it gets really hot before it rains?
I don't think it will rain. Maybe tomorrow. Now the plane we are using, Ethiopian airline to Addis Ababa. That's the Kenya airline.
Please activate automatic address on your device for automatic control of the company. Thank you.
그래서 좀 더 기동 역할을 하실 수 있는 분들 그걸 가정으로 쓰는 그런 분들 좀 많이 떠나더라고요. 주재원 이런 분들.
Just arrived at Addis Ababa.
타격이 크고
We are waiting to be cleared from the plane, so we are all standing waiting to
월급이
be
세신
cleared.
분들이 아니에요.
So,
그러니까 그
and I'll take my next flight to Accra.
지금 어느 정도냐면 거의 미국 막 먹어요. 거의 지금 990원대 1,000원 안 나왔고.
We just arrived and we are coming down from the plane. We are coming down from the plane.